We're going to start with Dr. Michael Kohler and Holger Engelhardt from the Leipzig Philharmonic Orchestra. Just give us 5 minutes briefing, and then we're going to go to question and answers. That's going to be the first round, and the second round is going to be the Starlight Excess and great performers. So I'm just going to do some introductions. Dr. Michael Kohler is from the artistic director and conductor of the Leipzig Philharmonic Orchestra. The Leipzig Philharmonic Orchestra, they're coming for the second time here to Eritrea to be part of the independence celebration. But Dr. Michael Kohler, he's been also 4 times here in Eritrea, and he visited Eritrea. Am I right, 4 times?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And the Leipzig Philharmonic Orchestra, they've been touring around the world, and so I think Dr. Michael, he's much familiar with Eritrea. So if you just give us 5 minutes, each of you, briefing of your work, what you do, and your reflections on Eritrea, and then we're up to 5 minutes. You can ask the question and answers. Please, Dr. Michael.
Yeah. We are really excited to have you here. I'm really excited to be second time in Eritrea. You know, it is very special to have a big orchestra in Eritrea. At first in Africa, there's so much of logistics, and you need really good partners that you can have such a big trip with an orchestra. We are the Leipzig Philharmonic, and we have traveled around the world, we have propelled around the world. We have been in US, in New York, in Boston, Chicago, all around Europe. We have been in Asia, in China, many times in China, in Korea. But to come to Eritrea is very special because the reason is because that European orchestras travel to Africa is very seldom. And there was an invitation by the German embassy, and we were really proud to get this invitation. But in the second step, our thought was, oh, what's this? To travel with 50 people to Eritrea, or to Africa and to Eritrea. And it was in 2015, and I was here in January 2015, and when I was here for 2 days, I was really convinced to travel with all the orchestra members to Eritrea. But when I came back to Germany, to Leipzig, nobody knew any about Eritrea, only the official media coverage, what we have heard in Germany about Eritrea. And then I have spoken what I have experienced in Eritrea, and all the members came with me to Eritrea. And after 3 days, they were a little afraid at first to travel to Africa and to travel to Eritrea, because nobody knows what will happen. And then after 3 days, they experienced a really warm welcome. They experienced all the local people here, and what happened here. It was a really nice understanding, cooperation, and they feel very well in Eritrea. And therefore, and we were very proud to re-invite it, and therefore we are here for the second time.
My name is Holger Engelhardt. I am the first concert master of the Symphony Orchestra of Leipzig. To who is not so familiar, it's the first violinist who sits on the right-hand side, and from the chief conductor on the left hand, and who has to tune the orchestra and has to be like a bridge in informing things our chief conductor tells the orchestra. So I am a bit a moderator of things he wants us to do, and my work is I have to look that orchestra is doing that. So let me give a short brief of the feeling my orchestra behind me is the impressions they had when we came here. At first, they all were very, very impressed of the landscape and impressed of the beautiful nature Eritrea has. Yesterday, we had the opportunity to go to Massawa. We had the opportunity to be the first in the Red Sea. Some of us have never been there, and it was very impressive. And also the warm welcome of everyone gives us here was very good. So let me explain how an orchestra will prepare itself before a tour like this. So we are rehearsing weeks and weeks ago before. We have to write the notes, we have to organize all the sheets of music, and then we start the rehearsals. First, every time everybody is rehearsing at home for himself to prepare the notes, prepare the music, and then we have rehearsal with the chief conductor, and he brings all together. So we also are going to perform the hymn of Eritrea, and this was new for all of us, and it was very impressive to rehearse the hymn, and we are very proud to play it. It's the first performance of the hymn of Eritrea with symphony orchestra. And last year we came here the first time. It was, I think, the first time since 40 years a symphony orchestra has played in Eritrea. So for us it's a great opportunity, and we are very honored to be here to play.
My name is Hailab Goitom for Eri TV English Department. We know that music is universal, common language used to convey sentiments and brotherhood and friendship. What is the message that your group is trying to convey to the people of Eritrea? Thank you.
What we started last year, to build a bridge between Eritrea and Germany, Eritrea and in the European Union, to be in brotherhood together. This is the universal message, as you have had asked me in your question, okay? And you know, the music, what we play, is without words, but goes directly, we hope, directly to our hearts, without any words. And this is the message we can understand with that music. Like you see any dance or any music in the world, we can dance and have music together, but we can't speak the language, but we understand each other.
What is your impression of the celebrations thus far, and did you expect that it would be this grand?
Yeah. Okay, from last year, we were in the stadium. It was a big show, all organized by Jared, and it was very impressive. But let me tell you once, it was an official show, and this is all over the world. When the show was over, and then the president came downstairs from the tribune, and there were all the dancers, the young dancers, and immediately it was a great joy, and was a really special, great energy when he comes down, and I put me amidst these people, and it was really joy, and this was really impressive for me. And we came together, and that was the most impressive what I experienced here.
I was also there last year, and I can agree to Dr. Michael Koller that the love of the people is radiant. You know, they just they are not acting. They love their country. They are proud of their country, and they love themselves, and they are so friendly to us foreigners. You know. And what we also see, that the different religions live in peace together. And this is unique. You have it here, unique. So keep it. I think it's a great opportunity. Other states they do not have that, what you have. So try to keep it and be proud of yourself. And the religions that live peaceful together is very unique in the world. And what our orchestra is, let me give me some details of the music. For example, last year we have learned a bit of the scale of your music, and this year also I have heard yesterday in the streets, it's like da 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 dum bam bam bam. It's like this, and the scale is not so different from our European scale and our former performance or former composers. Like we will perform Beethoven on the 25th, Beethoven 5 Symphony, and this is ba 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 bam. You know, this is the theme, you will hear it. And it's not so different from that. So there are many differences, but there is also music together, and we can show this in the concert.
Thank you. Welcome to Asmara again. So my name is Mela Gebremedhen, a journalist for the Eritrean Profile, a newspaper in English. My question will be more about, Eritrean, we like to share experience and learn from each other. Is there any plan in the future to perhaps give training to Eritrean artists, musicians here? Is there any thought on this? Thank you.
Okay. There are plans, and with the support of many people, let me say, we are here again this year. Last year we were founded by a German institute. It's called the Goethe Institute. Our trip was founded by the Goethe Institute. And this year we are invited by private sponsors. We are really proud this is possible in Eritrea. And we have plans from Germany that we can train local musicians, singers, dancers, probably in the Asmara Opera House. We really like the Asmara Opera House. We would like to have it there, what you proposed. There are plans, we are working on that. Let's see, and our side we want to do it, but it needs support by many people in Germany and in Eritrea.
And as I can speak for my orchestra, for my colleagues, for my musicians, you know, every project is only powered by the people who do it, you know. And our orchestra is really willing to do. They are so enthusiastic to be here and to work with you people, because it's so much fun, and we can both learn from each other, I think. We can learn from your heart, from your inner rhythm, from your inner music rhythm, your inner understanding of nature music, you know. And maybe we can teach you a little bit our Western instruments.
So I'd like to thank you, Dr. Michel and Olga, for your presentations. And we're going to go to the second round, so thank you very much.
Yes, I'm an engineer, and I built probably more than 20 radio stations in America. And I started one of the first internet radio stations back when the technology was real prehistoric. And I do a lot of events in Atlanta and other cities. I've worked on Sunsplash in Jamaica and the Bahamas Music Festival as one of the coordinators. And I just really want to congratulate the people in Eritrea for 25 years of just making it happen. And the way I got involved in this project is my good friend Berhane Hagos. He owns a club in the United States in Atlanta actually, called the Royal Peacock. And that's where James Brown, Gladys Knight, Otis Redding, and all of those folks got their start. And he still has it, owns it, and he's keeping it alive in our historic district, which is falling victim to gentrification.
I've been doing music for over 50 years, so.
Is it 30?
Was it 30?
I'm sorry, it's my mistake, so 50 years. It's a correction.
When I first come to Atlanta, I met Tom Davis first, and he got me started in the club scene. And I've been doing it ever since 1997 in Atlanta. I'm originally from Michigan, but music is my life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. Musicians in Eritrea, musicians at the back of me in Eritrea, we all love one another, and I can tell that this is going to be a great place. So, happy 25 years, y'all.
My name is Eki Kurz, and I make the band Starlight Excess about 20 years ago. We make the first gig. First time in Germany, after that in Portugal, in Spain, and now here. It's the first time that we stay here. And I think it's very urgent to make bridges. It's only possible about music to make bridges, because the languages are different. But if you make music, the people are dancing, there is no any problem. That is the best thing you can enjoy for music. We enjoy you and you enjoy us. It's not possible to be better.
My name is Carsten, and I'm the singer of Starlight Excess, and started to make music when I was kind of 20 years old, and I made many different things in music. Started with a rock band, later did some swing music, and musicals also. And one day I met Eki and his gang, and so we thought it could quite fit together to do some rock and roll together. And when we were asked to come to Eritrea and play here, we were thinking about what's going to happen. And and it happens like I thought. It's so nice to make. It's a process for me to be here. It's not just only playing concerts, but it's a process. And we are doing so many different things. So we play our concerts, we meet people, we're rehearsing with very nice people from the Atlanta Horns, for example, doing the collaboration song, and meet the people from the Leipzig Orchestra. And so for me, this trip is a process, and then melting together with the people here, and they are all very friendly, and so we are really happy to be here. And actually, Eki, when I remember well, we also have a 25 years jubilee, because we were founded in 1991.
26.
So we're happy to be here, and congratulations from our side.
Welcome to Eritrea again. My name is Zahra Ahmed. I'm from the Eritrean Profile, a reporter at the newspaper here. My question to you is, obviously you came back to Eritrea again, yes, but do you have another intention, or do you intend again to come back to Eritrea? And what would be the prime reason that would make you say Eritrea is the choice? We have to go make a concert there. We have to make a show for their people there. So what's the prime point that would make you come back to Eritrea third, fourth time?
I think when we were performing on stage, it was like some people might knew what we were playing and some not. Maybe somehow like a 50-50 stuff. That's what my impression was. And but what happened was that everybody was grooving and going with us, and feedbacked so much that they felt like, wow, this is a cool sound, this makes fun, it's grooving. We were trying to entertain you, because we make entertain music. You guys do more the serious stuff. And so we were like hand clapping and come on, sing with us, and that worked. And I was so happy to see that, so that the people were open to get into that music, even if they wouldn't know it, if they would not know AC/DC or whatever. But they were very open, and so that worked out. Our plans, we don't have any concrete plans. Just let's see what happens. And we are also as open as you are.
Okay, thank you very much. So you've been telling us that you've been in the music industry for about 50 years. When we look back at the history, what does it mean for you? I mean, what's the role of music in your life, or is for you? Yes. And how do you think we could use music in Eritrea?
First of all, you got to remember, music is love. And everybody can understand music. At least they got their own way of interpreting it. So to me, I've been doing music all my life. Like I said, I was brought up in the church, and I don't know how to do anything else. So, but the people of it, your people, they've responded to me in the band right there real well, and I was so happy that they did respond that way. And it just makes me feel good. I love these people here. I'm going to learn the Eritrean song. So I'm just happy to be here. This is my first time in Africa. I'm just real happy.
I think the thing that I've traveled around the world 2 or 3 times, and I think the most unique thing is to see how many people from different countries have gravitated to or been influenced by the blues and American music. And I think it's really great to see that, because we in the U.S., we have every kind of music that you could possibly want. But to see the German people embrace the blues, R&B, rock, And you guys didn't do any country. Yes, you did. They did Sweet Home Alabama. That's like where we are. It's not one state over. So I think that's the most impressive thing that I've really encountered here. And even with the Eritrean band, we can hear the influences with the horn sections and the bass beats and everything. We copy those. We've been copying those for the last 100 years.
I have a question for both bands. My question is that can we make music an icon for world peace? Can we bring societies together that have differences inside them? For example, if we take Eritrea, Eritrea is seen mostly negatively by the rest of the world, by the false accusations made by social media and so on and so forth. So can we make a change in that? And what do we have to do? You guys as performers and as close people to music, and us part of our country's media. And my second question is out of curiosity to Mr. Peterson. I was wondering why you're wearing a hat with a veteran on it.
Okay, I'm proud that I have been in the service, only a couple of years though, but you know, my son gave me this hat. I'm proud to wear it. But as far as what we doing collaboration last night, sort of like the We of the World song, like he's the one who wrote it, well, you co-wrote it, right?
Yeah,
the song. So,
our keyboarder wrote it.
So, as far as music, bringing everyone together, it will work. It really will. So, I'm just glad to be a part of this. Real glad.
To come back to your question, concerning bringing peace and bringing people together in what we are doing. And I think this is exactly what we're doing here. So I think it's absolutely the right way. And when I see also concerning an image of your country, our media in Germany is talking about what we are doing here in a very positive way. So that's the best, let's say, advertising, marketing, image, making what you can do. And so everything is very positive. And this is exactly what this country needs. And if we are able to help any country in the world in terms of peace, we will always do it. So I think that's a mission we have in making music, because as he said, music is love, and so we are a transmitter, that's it. And we can just try to bring the people together and make it happen. And so we travel around and do it. And we're happy to have the opportunity, so thank you for that.
To begin, I spoke about bridges. If you listen to songs from Bob Dylan, for example, you feel the music, as you hear the texts, and I think this is music make bridges. If everybody do that, for example, what Dylan says, so you can't get any war on the world, for example. This is a very great lyric. And so I hear it in Germany, I hear it here, I hear it over. It's great. So music make bridges.
When you guys coming here, you've been reading the social media, the news, how badly with all the geopolitics, how being manipulated. And the real fact on the ground is differently. So are you going to reflect that? That's the questions. Who do you want to answer? One of you guys.
I'll answer. There's no way that possible that we could not, because like Yard was saying, you know, we had a group that was supposedly coming instead of this group, but they were assigned to another agency, and so their agency told them, oh no, it wouldn't be safe to come here. And I work with this group, and this week they're performing in Brussels. So which one is the more safe? I think this one is. And we are just elated to be here because I've been told about Eritrea for the last 30 years by my friend Brahani, who is also Eritrean. And he helps me produce events in America. And we always manage to have Eritrea. In fact, they're international festivals, and we have groups from all over the world. So I'm definitely, and I think the band, I can speak for them too, we're ambassadors of positiveness in music. And these guys are a little bit younger than I am, but I see that they're going to be the future ambassadors of music, and hopefully they'll be able to come to Germany and go to other countries, come to Africa, again, come to Uganda. I think it's a positive thing that we were brought here, and that we need to go back and spread the word.
Oh, I just feel people when I'm out there singing, and I see the reactions on their face. It makes me want to try a little harder, and I don't know what it is, but it just makes me happy. So I try to make them more happy. So I try to get into it, whatever they get into, whatever they feel. I want to feel it too. So that's all I can say about that.
An observation that I made was I couldn't quite understand why the younger people knew the words to the Motown songs, because I don't think you play those on the radio, and to other songs as well. And they knew, they were singing along with Sweet Home Alabama, and I'm saying, boy, when did they go to Alabama? So again, music is very, I think it's very universal, and I think it's the feeling. And I think that the young people in Eritrea seem to be more knowledgeable, and I think they're going to have a bright future. And I think that music, like Erwin said, is like it's a universal language that will move your country forward.